They'd probably be
stupid or something.
Well, we haven't tried. We assumed they would be reverted to their own state at the time of the ritual, which would have had to be years ago, I'm sure. But we're not entirely certain what the effect would be.
Wait, you've been standing around keeping this thing in check for years?
No, we were trying to scry on what we presumed was years ago.
Okay.
So you mean that this thing, like,
in English, for those of you not picking up on it,
yes.
This means they were trying to look back on the point at which Apathy became the world-devouring conqueror.
Okay.
So anything in the center of it
ago.
would revert to about that time period by their theories.
Well, that wouldn't be that long ago.
Anybody who
That's
went,
a lot of level drain.
anybody who went there would be like a couple years younger then.
Everybody who
At best.
Anybody who went in there would be level 5, yeah. What Ironicus said.
That doesn't explain. So that guy's beard actually is pretty recent.
Well, as soon as we start seeing the signs in ourselves, we swap out with another person. In fact,
we don't
I'm
believe he's
about
been
due to
active
head
for
out soon.
that long, so it seems strange that it
Been
has
active
that
for at least
dire of an
2
effect.
years.
It
What?
seems
No,
strange that it
some
would have
kind of
such
world-devouring conqueror like that must have been active for millennia.
No. Well, I mean, maybe.
He had a long time to plan, but
He's kind of only been doing... Wait, I mean, maybe he's only been doing it
Yes.
for 2 years. 2 years and 3 months and 27 days.
A mind flayer cocks its head at you curiously and makes the strangest gesture you've ever seen on a face.
We have only been hearing reports of planar destruction for a couple of years now. We've not seen any
What? No, we've seen evidence of it forwards and backwards in time.
Oh god, he's eating time.
Oh, now there's time travel involved. That's not good. I could have done without that.
Screw you, that's awesome.
Oh, let's all go to the future and fight
So we were not
Lavos.
aware of that
Oh,
wrinkle.
oh, where am I
Yes, a famous necromancer actually had their sanctum destroyed millennia ago that we think was an early attack.
Oh.
But
wait.
was it an early attack, or was
famous
it a
No,
future
I
attack
think-
on the
No, I
past?
think that was us. I mean, I say to
What?
It
Aldrin.
could be only related in the vaguest sense.
I think
you're being paranoid.
I don't think that has anything to do with the other thing.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think they might be unrelated.
You know how grave robbers are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, was the entire plane of the sanctum destroyed, or just the sanctum? You know, grave robbers, I'm sure.
No, the whole plane. It ended up with nothing but ruins floating through space-time.
Well, we didn't do that part.
He's British suddenly.
He was always British.
No.
He's been constantly British. I've just been running my fingers over my mouth to make it a tentacle sound.
No, he started off as Octodad, but then he became British.
He started off as Octodad. Well, I've got his title for this episode.
You started off as
In a way, we all start off as Octopus.
Time.
That's true. Could be.
I'm curious as to what way that is. But,
Well, would it stand to reason that the catalyst, as you say, would be in the middle of the crater, surrounded by all that energy?
Would it be fair to say that the catalyst would like ice cream?
I suppose it's possible if it's sentient, but then that would mean some kind of intelligence is directing the rift as it is.
So perhaps we need someone to go into the middle of it and find what is in there.
Hey, you know who we know who can go into the middle of something and not be hurt?
Who?
Ooh,
What do you mean who? Queen Curiosity.
it's
She was
time
just
for her
like-
to start tripping the rift.
oh,
She was just
No.
like...
Damn it.
She was just like chilling out in the
I don't
middle
know,
of the
she
Earth's
was-
core.
she was pretty tough when it came to like doing normal mundane stuff. Going into like a space-time rift, I don't know what happened to her.
She went into the Earth's core and just hung out.
That's a bit different, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of different.
But do we really know what kind of, like, do we know how fast someone would de-age while they're in there?
Throw a puppy in there, see what happens.
Oh God, no!
No. Can we not do that? please?
I don't know. We could
Wouldn't it make-
Wait,
wouldn't-
wait, I've got it.
Wouldn't it make more sense to put in
from my satchel
Joey,
of
Joey,
food
before you
stuff.
do anything?
I throw some cheese that is an organic compound
Oh God, what are you doing?
into the rift. See what happens.
It proceeds to, as it gets back in there, turn into
Joey.
milk again, and then as it hits the center, it actually multiplies outwards, and suddenly the energy of the barrier is this giant curd.
Joey, what on earth are you doing? You could have sent it back in time, and then the future could have changed, so everything is ruled by a cheese dictator or
My
something.
cheese.
I don't think that would have happened. I think somebody might have just eaten it and that would have been the end of it.
Everyone does, however, relax for a moment, because it seems that whatever you did has currently set the rift to a non-growing state.
Huh.
Oh, that's my favorite kind.
Mages all just sort of
you
back away
fondued
for a
it.
moment.
All behold the power of Joey Mage Supreme.
I think you mean
Joey-
behold the power of cheese.
Living in California, I am allowed to tell you, fuck you.
Hmm?
That was
Joey,
a
I don't.
ad campaign here for years.
Oh.
This is a national campaign.
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay, well, I remember it was real California cheese. So,
Yeah.
over here.
Anyway,
Yeah, cheese.
If you want to talk to any of these mages, they are now free for that, or you can back off for a moment.
Screw that, I want some of this curd on...
Are you going to go
Joey-
and scrape some of it up?
Joey,
Nah.
please don't eat space cheese.
I want some of this curd, says Joey.
Joe, you have a wife for that now. They gave you one, remember?
It's
You have a
true.
Wait.
wife?
Shut up. That's not... that's not true.
Zing.
What?
They gave him a
us
cow last week.
Oh yeah.
Well, your ancestors were fine with that, Joey. You might as well.
Listen, don't besmirch the name of the king of all minotaurs.
That's kind of really
Okay, I'll just
insulting.
besmirch you.
Oh,
Damn.
Bitterell, do you know how insulting that is to a minotaur?
I don't know. It doesn't seem
It'd
that
be
way
like
to me.
it would be like if somebody came up to you and offered you a monkey for a wife.
What? Oh, that would be. What?
Mineral's not a lesbian.
You said
She need a monkey for a husband.
For a start, you don't know that. Don't make judgments about me.
I've never seen you with a woman or a man, so I guess you're right.
Yeah, exactly. Don't just make assumptions.
asexual rights. Alright, now let's go back into the caravan.
Why?
Caravan or the cabin?
Caravans.
Okay.
Why don't we ask these wizards if any of them knows what caused this?
Queen Curiosity caused it. She's the catalyst.
Queen Catalyst Curiosity.
Queen Catalyst.
And I ask anyway, just to make sure.
You can talk to any of them. They all have their
They
own
don't know
different,
anything. They all
guesses
passed
and
out.
things.
Yeah.
They're not passed out. They just backed off
No,
and
I
are
mean
resting.
they passed out when Queen Curiosity hit the ground.
No, they backed the hell away because a giant explosion had occurred.
Really?
Yeah. By the
I
time
thought
they
they
got
said-
back, she had walked away.
Oh, I thought they said when they came to.
Okay,
No,
in-
when they came
in-
back.
In the interest of saving time, can I just say that Algernon has asks all of them out loud? Does anybody know what caused this?
You get a variety of theories from the lead of the circle
Oh, God.
screwed up their job to I think it was that guy to clearly this was an unstable region that we shouldn't have been in. Look at those damn beast men. To well, whatever came out of space was obviously full of
me
energy.
and Joey.
No, they meant the beast men in the area.
Look at those damn dirty beastmen.
Look at those goddamn animal men on two
Oh,
legs.
hey,
Make me
these
sick.
creatures.
With their giant claws and their flaming horns and their
Skull
Swords.
fairy wings.
Also, at the other end of the thing, the beholder up there is shifting in ways that make you a little uncomfortable to look at.
Oh, it's the Macarena.
Actually, it's just returning to its normal age.
Oh. Oh, God.
It was a baby beholder.
Yup.
Babe Holder.
That has a very different connotation.
Hey, with these hands, I'm a real babe holder.
Wait, this beholder was a mage?
Yes, they're all mages.
Yeah.
Of course.
I thought he was just like a familiar or something.
Why would
I
it
didn't
be
know
ho-
he was a...
No, he was actually the head of the circle.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be...
Faustus's-
I
I
didn't
guess
mean to-
Faustus's beholder pet is a little slow.
He's a little slow in the head.
Wow.
Yeah.
Peepums is not he's not the head of the beholder.
The beholder
class.
floats over to you across the rift. What's this
Uh,
I hear?
What is he? Is he talking to us? Oh God.
Yes.
We're hearing tales that you screwed up this ritual and now everything's all
I
crap.
did not screw this up. I'll have you know it was a group failure.
Well, that's what this guy's saying.
What? Why?
Joey, could you not?
You've
let's
actually set
not-
these
let-
two to fighting over in the corner now.
Can we not? I break through.
Oh, wizard fights suck. They just sort of slap at each other, and it's really embarrassing.
Well, at the moment, they're too
Okay,
tired to
okay.
really throw spells.
Okay, nobody is at fault. We just
Well, except
need.
for the
We just
person
want
who
to.
faulted this.
Joey, shut up.
I hear it's the
We
beholder.
just want to find out what happened here.
We were attempting a powerful scrying ritual, and unfortunately, it went wrong.
Right.
Specifically,
And
we tried looking in on a place and time in the past which we did not know. In focusing further upon it, it seems it summoned down something else out of who knows what, and a meteor struck the camp. When we came to, the meteor was gone and the rift had formed. Too powerful
man.
for even me to dispel with my third eye.
What about
well,
your
good
fourth
thing you
one?
have all those others.
Yeah.
Psst. Beholder's third eyes are actually able to shoot an anti-magic beam.
Anti-magic
Oh,
beam. I wish I had one. of
Beholder,
those.
like, biology differs from, like, setting to setting, doesn't it? I mean,
Who knows?
I'm just going with the stock beholders. Like, I can remember most of their beams offhand.
Hey, what if
So
you
How's that
what if you do
knowledge
the
serve you in life?
Well, it's managed to get me this far. And so,
Could you dispel it
Hey,
now
Buff-
that it is in this captured
hey,
state?
beholder? What could you do if you knew the time and place where where a pappy happened? I mean, the plane eating.
if we knew, we would easily be able to see the origin of this and possibly
2
follow
years
it
ago,
throughout
a
time.
tower in Bonerton. Go.
A tower in an alternate Bonerton.
in a parallel universe.
Certainly, we'd need to rest a little and then reconvene, but we could easily home in on that now.
Well, there you
Sure.
go.
Wait a minute.
That
Wait a
one's-
minute. Joey.
What?
Wouldn't they see us there too?
They would.
Not me.
That's true.
Not Ibnaf.
oh yeah, I was there, wasn't I? This seems like a bad idea. Let's not do this.
It's too late.
Too
You've
late.
told them.
Joey,
Oh
what was you-
God,
Joey,
Joey,
what were you
why did
thinking?
you do this, Joey?
I thought maybe they could fix it.
Oh my God.
It's worth a shot.
Gosh, might as well.
The problem is, first we need to seal this rift. No one knows how it could affect our magic if we tried anything further on that
Right.
scale.
Hey, look on the bright
right.
side,
Maybe, hey, can you dispel it now that it's trapped in cheese?
The problem is, I'm worried that if I hit it with an anti-magic beam, it's going to revert to its normal state. There's something
Also
inside the
believe
rift that
is
is
a
fueling
sentence
it.
that nobody has ever said in history. Destroy it. It's trapped in cheese. How is the chance?
No, I think that was in an old Mad Magazine
Take the
parody.
shot. What?
It's,
All right. So what did he say? I missed it.
he's worried that if he hits it, it's going to revert to its standard rift form. There's still something inside it that's fueling the rift. It shouldn't go on this long.
We could take a look at that. We're big damn heroes.
We're big damn heroes.
If you
look at my horns.
if you like, I won't stop you from going in, but if I have to, I will reconvene the circle to push this thing back.
Okay, do you have any advice for we who are about to penetrate the rift?
Is it really a good idea for all of us to go in?
You don't all have to
Yes.
go in.
Never
Does
split
anybody
the party
have-
on.
Yeah, but
Never
this is
split
kind
the
of different.
party.
This is more like a diving expedition.
Never split the party.
What if we get
Yeah,
like a
let's
really
not.
old? Okay, what if we get like a really old chain, and tie it around somebody, and then just get our oldest party member and throw an old chain around them, and then that way,
It's probably Minerelle.
no, Mineral's like
She's
less than a
roughly
year
like
old. I thought.
3-year-old. Remember?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but she looks like she's 40-ish.
She looks like she's
I don't
like
know.
45.
She
Yeah,
doesn't look like she would. Mineral doesn't look like she's 45.
I'm being insulting.
You've
I'm
never
pretty
told
sure-
us how old Mineral looks, have you?
I have. I mentioned at one point that she looks like she's in her early 20s. I mean,
Oh.
she wouldn't
I
make
remember
herself.
I'm pretty
this.
sure. I'm pretty
is
sure
anybody-
Joey
Is anybody in
Minerale
this
is-
party not in their early 20s?
Algernon is
Mineral
like
fine,
Hadron
because
Shriner.
She makes herself look pretty, you know.
Cadron Shriner
Algernon
is a
is
few
like-
millennium old.
well, he's not. Contra Shiner's dead. Okay,
I'm
he's
trying to
dead
die.
to us.
Not dead.
Anyway, you were about to say Algernon
Anyway.
is...
Algernon is like 26.
You're the oldest.
27.
Get in there.
Yeah,
No,
and y'all
Joey's-
talk to me
I
about
thought
being a baby.
I
Fuck
thought
you.
Joey was the oldest.
No, Joey's like
Is it-
24 or something.
I thought you didn't you say that Joey was in his like was like 30 or something.
Minotaurs don't live as long as people. Or maybe they live.
They
Oh,
live
Minotaur.
4 years tops.
I don't
He's
actually.
middle-aged.
I don't actually know. But I'm gonna change it to suit my needs.
It's
at this time.
7 years.
They live in dog years. Yeah.
Joey's actually 70
Mhm.
in Minotaur years.
Yep.
Hmm.
So Gimnus really only like 3 years younger than most of you, and y'all treat him like a baby?
Yeah,
He's
that's
also
the joke.
tiny. He's also tiny. is the
Technically,
thing.
for all we know, Miriam's 40-something.
Also, he acts like he acts.
Miriam
really-
doesn't look anywhere near 40-something. I find that incredibly
I'm pretty
unlikely.
sure
Miriam
our
doesn't
entire
look like an
party-
adult either, but that's a different story.
Pretty sure our entire party is 20-somethings, with the exception of Banana Ramowitz and Kensington.
Cadron
That's
Shriner,
true.
too.
If Banana Ramowitz was here, he's like... He's in his late 50s by now in
Oh
the
god, he's
campaign.
practically dead.
He will never die.
It's in this is like fantasy Europe. He's like an octogenarian now.
Holy shit, Joey's over 7 feet tall. I didn't know that.
What?
Yeah,
Are you looking in your
big.
character stats?
No, I was looking at Minotaur racial stats to find out how old they live to.
I thought Minotaurs were like 12
You could live
feet
to be a
tall.
couple hundred, remember? We did this once.
Oh,
Wait, what?
can you?
Yeah, we rolled to see what
Jesus
time
Christ.
Joey would die. and he
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
yeah, we rolled to see it. That's
it was
right.
like 140-something, I think.
Wow, I didn't know my
I don't remember that.
lived that long.
It
Wait a
happened
minute,
in an earlier
yeah.
session. I do remember rolling up the chart.
One of you
Vampire
TV
Shores
tropes
will
editors tell us how old Joey's gonna live to.
That would be convenient.
Well, I'm
Thank
pretty
you.
sure. I'm pretty sure all the humanoids in the official fourth edition rules are like the same lifespan as humans.
No. We found the Minotaur thing out of an old edition.
Have you never heard of elves?
Okay,
Yeah,
except for
okay.
the elves, but
I've heard of elves.
Nobody likes elves.
Oh.
Shut up, lady.
I'm going by like what the player's handbook says.
Anyway,
And it's-
so what are we up to?
Well,
Are
how
we
long
going
did Dragonborn live?
in? Are we going in, or are we taking Queen Curiosity with us?
Why?
Because she's indestructible.
You don't really know
Why would we
that.
want to go? I don't really want to go in there at all. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
you know, going back in time.
We
and
don't.
being-
We don't know how fast it reverts somebody's age, nor how far
Yeah.
it reverts.
I could send my clone in if you wanted. I mean, that would
Well,
all it would
wouldn't
happen
the
to it.
clone only last a couple of seconds? Because that was
No.
how long
We
it's
have no
existed.
idea.
Well, do it.
Like the clone would well, nothing from the clone can ever damage me. That's how it works. But the clone can
Okay.
well, maybe it would, like, if it reverted back to the level before I actually had the power to summon clones, it wouldn't disappear, or the clone would revert back to how I was back then. Huh, let's find
Maybe
out.
I would guess the clone would just revert back to when it was first spawned. which
Mr. L,
would not
get
be-
out here.
You're
Alright,
sending her out like a Pokemon now.
I don't know.
A
Okay,
couple of the
just send
mages
her-
actually start studying your clone, looking at it, going, "Ooh."
Oh,
Ooh.
Well,
well,
it's
I've
something
had
they
this thing
can't
for like
do.
8 levels.
That was
It's not
kind
that
of creepy.
exciting.
on it.
Yeah, but they're not
Okay,
psychics. It's
They're
new to
not
them.
scions, yeah.
Send
Yes, that's
Mr.
right.
L into the rift. I'm
Alright.
ordering.
Mr. L,
As-
I wash my hands of you, and you go.
You know what?
Mr. L just walks through some of the curd barrier and is, in fact, suddenly whisked to a prior age.
Oh no.
Wait, it's a time travel portal now?
Dude,
That
Have
was
you
pretty
not-
well established.
I thought it was still like a kill you instantly portal.
no, it was a rift to another period in time. It's trying to
Well,
revert
hell, let's
everything
get in there
around
then.
it.
What have you been waiting for? Let's go.
Why? I
Oh my
know.
Come on,
I
now.
don't want to go to another dimension.
Joey,
Let's all
Joey,
go.
don't run into that until you find out what it
Joey,
is. You have no
should
idea yet.
probably wait for Mr. L to report back, Joey.
All right, let's hear.
I'm gonna restrain Joey.
You're actually seeing what appears to be a ghostly overlay of yourselves in the past at the moment of Focus Tower's conception.
Oh,
However,
dear.
there is a giant shining black diamond in the moment, which definitely looks more real. It's not
I-
cut, but it's a raw ore just lying there.
I roll and rock harder check on the black diamond. 43.
Don't want to ski
Good
on
lord,
that.
this thing is full of energy. It's
That was
like
Is there
it's
that was a pretty high class joke there.
Like, how full of energy? What exactly are we looking at here?
you can't even tell what it is, but you're pretty sure touching it could be disastrous and or painful.
So is
I report back my results to the rest of the party.
so is this gem? Does it travel back in time to?
I have no
Apathies.
idea, but it sounds like that ore is easily what's powering the rift. If we had a way to get it out of there, we could study it and probably collapse this.
But as
Mr.
Mineral
L?
reported, touching it could be extremely dangerous.
Do we have... Get the Mind Flayer out here. He's a psychic. He can lift it.
What?
Oh, hey, that's
He has
useful.
telekinetic abilities.
Of
Man, we
course
should
I
get
have
some of those.
telekinetic abilities.
But-
what are you talking
But doesn't he
about?
have? Doesn't he not?
What
doesn't he
type
have
of
to-
psychic doesn't have telekinetic abilities?
What
Why would
in
they
the-
spec their character that way? It doesn't make any sense.
Could he see? Doesn't he need to see what he is manipulating?
All I need is for your friend here to give me her hand, and then I can see through her eyes.
Whoa,
Oh.
whoa, whoa. This is not the wedding episode.
Do I,
All
right.
do I have to take off my gloves for this?
I just need to touch bare skin.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Getting
How about
fresh
a
here.
reassuring hand
No,
on her shoulder?
we're scions. We don't we don't need this
You don't
base physical,
do-
physical contact.
We
Well, I
don't
suppose
do-
I could do a
Oh,
mental
s-
link with you if you want to let me in
Oh.
that deeply.
I won't. Well, I don't really want to let you in that deeply. How
Just
powerful
hold
is
his
this guy?
hands.
Like, am I more powerful than him?
Offhand, he regards you as quite potent, but you don't know his upper limits.
Oh, well, I'm.
Could you just hold his hand?
Oh, fine.
You
I'll
can
make
try
sure
through the
my-
glove. We can see.
I'll make sure my. I'll make very much sure that my both physical and mental illusion of not being a piece of rock holds as I touch his hand.
Okay.
You should have a double layer illusion where, like, you're actually trying to hide that you're an elf.
Oh. I could.
In doing so, inside the void, Mr. L's eyes begin to glow a bizarre green, the shade of the Mind Flayer's eyes. The ore lifts up into the air and flies out of the rift, which collapses on Mr. L. You might want to move that bag somewhere.
Don't want to stay. I'll put Mr. L back in the quiet wagon.
Yeah.
I don't want to be anywhere near that thing. You have fun of it.
You flee, breaking the contact as the rift just seals up.
And then the ore
You know,
presumably.
you probably could have sold that as
drops
like,
down.
you know, an eternal youth thing. You probably could have made a lot of money.
Well, I mean, it doesn't last very long.
Well, you know, but even like, wouldn't you like to be like 10 years younger for just a day? You
Not
could
really.
market
No.
that.
I'd rather not be a teenager again.
Oh. Well, maybe like since 50 years. Wouldn't you
I'm
like to be-
already 10 years younger.
The ore slams down into the earth. The
Yeah.
giant diamond is waiting.
Do we feel like a surge of magical energy from it?
You see it sparking and glowing, and you don't particularly want to touch it.
Yeah, that looks magical.
Yup. Two of
I
the
imagine
other
I was
wizards are
saying
much
that-
less cautious and rush in.
And instantly
guys,
die.
And
They
instantly
vaporize.
vaporize into dust.
They begin casting something, and suddenly they are glowing with energy.
Whoa! Hey,
Uh.
those guys are like taking power off that thing.
Are they like absorbing its power?
They are splitting it two ways, but it is beginning to get to the point where the lightning is going through them. Another rushes in to try and help, and then
We probably shouldn't let those guys become gods, you know? I mean...
It seems more likely that they're just gonna like be overwhelmed by power and be destroyed by it.
Oh no, too much power! I'm
Yes.
literally Electro. And now I'm defeated.
At this
I
point,
guess
the
we could
Mind
just-
Flayer just kind of goes in and stays back.
Do you want any of that action, Gibnef?
The action of okay.
I don't
I'll
know,
take some
getting
of that.
sucked up, drawing in all that superpower. Maybe that's not.
Yeah,
a
I
good idea.
mean, I need something that will help me defeat the Dracolich and lift this geese and right that horrible wrong that I am under.
Are you
How do
saying
I
this out
suck
loud?
up- Yes. Well, no,
Okay.
No,
not in front of these people, but
not in mixed company.
You're keeping that in mind as you interact with the diamond?
I am sure
Don't
that
even think it.
I will say these things when they ask me later in the wagon why I did it. These are my reasons.
Okay. With Gibnef and eventually the Mind Flayer joining in, you have enough people to siphon off the energy of the ore without being destroyed by it. It's split enough ways. The Beholder...
Do you want me to roll
Or-
anything for that?
If you want. If you want to
Don't-
interact with it, otherwise you're just getting some power.
Don't bogart the lightning.
Hey, maybe you can
I
use
don't-
it to counteract the liches.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll Arcana to try to make the power I'm absorbing ungeasing power. 28. I'm rolling really shitty today.
Okay.
You know, that's a good idea. I want to get involved in this too.
You are on geese because you died.
I also have my
You're-
geese problems.
I just
No,
said
you
you're on
don't.
geese
You died.
because you died.
You died, so they're
Oh,
canceled.
really?
Yeah.
There's a
Okay.
loophole for death.
I did
Oh,
say that
there you
happened
go.
when you died, yeah.
You know.
That probably happened in one of the skin. You some versions of that in like Skype or
So at this
something.
point, is it only Gibnaf that's affected?
Yes,
Yep.
Gibnef has
Oh.
2 of them on him.
Well, maybe I could just
Why
help
did you
get
do
out
that?
from safe distance.
I was in a bad place.
He was in
Okay.
anti-hero mode.
Yes.
That's a 39 to assist Gibnaf with his Arcana check.
Gibnef does not break his geese. Well,
Oh.
the one affecting him. The one that he is not broken is gone.
Oh, okay.
However...
I'm sure that the Dracolich is aware immediately of this.
Oh, yes.
I would not doubt it. Yeah.
And a familiar face appears in the center of the gem, staring out at all of you.
What
Oh.
the bitch?
Would that
Does
be
everyone-
Yes, it would.
Does
okay.
everyone?
What just happened here?
I imagine I have one hand on the gem, like my left hand.
Yeah.
Okay, right hand gives him the finger, and
Everyone
and I
else...
nod.
At this point, the Beholder hits the gem with his anti-magic eye,
Oh,
and the illusion disappears.
huh.
The gem now
Did
goes
they-
inert.
So they all saw that?
Yup.
Hey, you just shut off the gym.
It was out of energy anyway.
Yeah. They.
I wish I had an
Oh.
anti-magic eye. How does one go about acquiring
What are you
one?
gonna do with all that dark power?
Technically, doesn't Minerel have one?
What, anti-magic?
She might.
Well,
Depends
I'm
on how
talking about-
alive
Oh.
her hat is.
Oh yeah. Maybe you shouldn't show off your hat around here.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
perfectly fine with it.
Oh.
you know, it's a cultural thing.
I'm not saying anything. My people can be dicks. Why do you think I'm not in the Underdark? Hello.
Does this world even have an Underdark?
Every world
Does
has an
now.
Underdark.
Every world has the Underdark.
Yeah, we.
How else
We
could
call
you
it
get
Englewood?
such a... How... Damn it.
This is the night of the worst references.
There's an
I don't-
entire
I-
campaign that takes part in 4th edition's Underdark.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't think we're gonna top Tripping the Rift though for terrible references.
Yeah, that should
Anyway.
never have been referenced.
God.
The show was
Jesus.
fucking awful.
God.
So
And
what
that's
did you
me
guys
telling you
learn
that.
from that exactly?
That Tripping the Rift is awful.
We all learned
Not
something
that
Yes.
I mean
specific,
from
says one
this.
mage sidling up to Joey.
Wait, are you the elf?
No, I'm
No.
not an elf.
Okay.
What is
Just a
it?
lady.
That's a woman, and
Mineral's still not.
she's. You're not sure what
I'm
field of
afraid I don't
magic she.
accept that anyone in Sergworld is female.
Okay. You're not
Okay.
sure what species she is, or what spell cast, or what particular
What is it?
degree of spells she casts, but the black spider silk dress kind of gives a lot of
Oh.
hints.
Like a human, isn't she? Is she like pale white?
Yes.
Hmm.
On the other
Is that,
hand,
is that your type or something, Al? What,
I might know
Doesn't
something
matter.
you might want to know from
Humans
that
are
last
not-
moment.
Might be.
Where's your wagon? We can talk.
Excuse me? What the hell is that
Excuse me?
supposed to mean?
It means, get in the wagon away from my fellow mages, you idiot, she says, pushing you back a little.
What's that supposed to mean?
it means sexy time hot tub, Joey.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
sexy time hot tub. I have one of those.
Yes, yes, hot tub. Let's go.
Joey just skips.
She follows you back inside, and whether any of you want to come here, this is up to you.
No, I'd rather not.
You know, I'm gonna come along
gonna-
just because I don't think any of these people like me
Gibnef,
right now, and
Gibnef,
I'm
Well,
gonna.
they don't.
I
They don't
think
know
not.
you're the reason the Lich was there.
Well, they're
Gibnef.
not gonna find out. Here I go.
Gibnef, let's not. Gibnef, I don't think you are old enough to witness anything involved in this situation.